There we go. Okay.
Okay, our first question of the day is from a Brad Squad member. It's always from a member of the Brad Squad, so get your questions in there fast. Brad, my friend got her 10-year green card in October 2016, and at that time, they were going through a divorce, already sleeping in different rooms. In February 2017, the military police removed him out of the house for the DV case. And now she filed N-400. She is worried if this is going to affect her citizenship.
No, because the domestic violence is against him, not her.
How long does it take when a permanent resident files for her husband, child under 21, to get their green card?
2 years.
If I apply for a visitor's visa, will I get denied because I'm from Pakistan?
If your brother applied for your green card, you are not getting a visitor's visa.
On the N-400 Part 12, number 22, it asks, have you ever commissioned, assisted in committing or attempted to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested? What is the right way to answer this question? Does it incriminate me either way I answer?
1 second, let's think this through. Yeah, I remember about 20 years ago I robbed a bank, but I wasn't caught. I got all the money, but I wasn't caught. You know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to be an honest bank robber. What kind of question is this?
That sounds like the right and only way to
you
answer
either
the
committed a
question.
crime or you didn't commit a crime. And if you say, okay, I committed a crime, you're not getting in that anyway.
Yeah. If my wife disappeared the day before the interview, can I still go and prove my case, or do I need a lawyer to go with me?
I don't think you need a lawyer. I think you need a detective. Your wife disappeared.
What's the total filing fees for a family of 3 who is removing a 2-year condition on the same application together?
As long as you're putting both kids on the same application, it's one filing fee.
And how much is that?
$680.
How will I know if my security check goes through if my case has been held based on a review of my security check?
They'll call you and say, congratulations, here's your green card.
Can someone with a SIJ, Special Immigrant Juvenile's visa, apply for travel documents?
You can apply for advanced parole once you file your adjustment, yes.
What can I expect from my CR2 interview?
Prove that you're in a bona fide relationship with your spouse.
Brad, a friend, is currently on his 3rd marriage. He did not include the first divorce info that took place in his home country. He only included the 2nd divorce. Will they find out about the first divorce, and will that be an issue?
Apparently this man is keeping his first marriage from immigration. It's a fraud. If they find out, he will be denied for fraud. Will immigration find out about his fraud? Apply, hazy, try again later. Ask the question in 5 minutes. Maybe the magic 8 ball will know more.
How long can someone wait to file for citizenship if they were arrested 4 months ago?
You need 5 years good moral character.
How can you get a TIN?
Tax identification number.
Okay.
You file a 1040 return and attach a W-7 to it.
Can I file concurrently for the I-130, I-45, and work permit?
You're filing again? Mm-hmm. What happened the first time?
We don't know what happened the first time.
Who's sponsoring you? How did you come to the United States? You can do whatever you want. Whether anything would actually get approved, I'll give you some little more info.
Can I apply for a green card renewal and citizenship at the same time?
Yes.
My husband will file for a citizenship in January 2020. How long until he will become a citizen?
Magic 8 ball, this man applied for citizenship. When will he be a citizen? The outlook for knowing is not very good.
Yes,
This magic 8 ball is amazing.
It's really spot on.
It's really spot on today. But I will say this as an answer. They're taking about 6 to 12 months.
What can I do when my asylum case is denied in court?
Well, then you've been ordered deported. You got to figure, if you're in court, you got to figure out a way, how do I get a green card? Because if your asylum is denied, you're basically out of status. And for people whose asylum are denied, you can apply for withholding of deportation or Convention Against Torture, which is other ways of saying, don't deport me, my life's in danger if I go home. So you should have applied for all 3 if you had an asylum case. But if all 3 were denied, they didn't give you withholding, they gave you nothing. If you've been here for more than 10 years, you can do cancellation or removal if you have a qualifying relative, such as a parent or a child or a spouse who's a resident or a citizen, or if you are married to a U.S. citizen and you made a legal entry, you could always adjust your status if you can prove it's a bona fide marriage. But you got to figure out a way, how can I tell the judge, don't deport me, I'm eligible for my green card today?
Okay, when should I file my form I-693 for the immigration examination?
At the time of your interview.
Carla Jane Perez asks on Facebook, hello, Sir Brad. My husband is on disability pension. The state pays premium for his insurance, medical needy. Is this considered a public charge?
The state pays for what?
Pays premium for his insurance, medical needy, it's called.
I don't know what medical needy is.
Okay.
If it's any state subsidized medical insurance, it could be considered a public charge for consular processing, not for adjustment at the present time.
Okay. Dave the Geek asks, Brad, will there be a problem naturalizing if a U.S. citizen's spouse leaves the marriage and country with the child?
If the U.S. citizen's spouse leaves the country with the child, as long as you can prove, well, then you're not proving that you're living in a bona fide.
So really, they're left here without their.
No, I understand what he's saying. You could apply for your citizenship after 3 years of having a green card if you can prove that you live in a bona fide marriage with your spouse. Otherwise, you got to wait 5 years. So I guess his question is, can I do the citizenship on 3 years because I got a kid with my spouse even though she left the country? The answer is no. Just because you were in a bona fide marriage with your wife and you have proof of it because you had a child years ago doesn't mean today you're in a bona fide marriage. You got to prove today you are, and you're not because she's in another country.
But this person can wait 5 years and then on their own.
And then it's not a problem.
Okay. I have 2 questions. Can someone with a CID visa apply for a travel document if they have been denied one already?
Why were they denied the first one?
Magic 8 ball.
Okay, so, I mean, you can keep applying till your heart's content. But if you were already denied once, we got to know what the reason why you were denied was before I can tell you whether you should be doing it a second time, right?
And in that same vein, who is eligible for a special immigrant juvenile visa?
A child who is under the age of 21 who has been abandoned, neglected, or abused by at least one parent and is eligible for long-term foster care or long-term guardianship. So in other words, a guardian would bring this child to family court, and the family court judge would give an American citizen or a permanent resident or someone even out of status guardianship over this child, and you ask the family court judge for a special ruling that it's not in this child's best interest because of abuse, neglect, or abandonment, that they not be returned to at least one of their parents. Generally, what it is it's a child here, there's one parent abroad, there's one parent here, so it's never in the child's best interest to be returned to the parent who's in another country who hasn't seen this kid in years and years and years.
Okay.
Then the judge gives that special ruling. That's the most general, case, but there's always 100 different ways. Then the judge gives you the special ruling, and then that child can sponsor himself as a special juvenile immigrant, basically as an abandoned, neglected, or abused child under the age of 21 in the United States of America.
Okay. Okay, that's a nice.
So basically, any and it should go. Basically, any child who's not living in a 2-parent household would at least. I'm not saying is qualified, but would at least it would be worthwhile for that child to see if they're qualified.
Okay, that's good news. Does someone applying for B2 visa need to show $62,000 annual income?
No.
Okay. Does someone applying for B2 visa need to show their health insurance?
No. Judge put a hold on that.
Okay. My husband approved July 19th, and I haven't heard from the visa center. I knew where we were going with that.
Magic 8 ball. The husband was approved and hasn't heard from the National Visa Center. That's a statement, not even a question.
We need the actual question also.
And Magic 8 ball just says no. All right, which is basically no, we have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, we need some more info.
Yes.
Okay, I am from Jamaica, married to U.S. citizen, filing an AOS and did my biometrics. How long should I wait before filing a mandamus? It's been over 12 months.
What are they filing?
I'm from Jamaica, married to U.S. citizen, filed my AOS and did my biometrics. How
and
long
you still
should
haven't
I wait?
gone?
No.
You can do it now if you want. Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.